Good morning, all of you. This is Rachna Saxena from Faculty of Education, Tirthankar Mahavir University, Muradabad. I am here to provide the learning material by presentation on teacher education, which is the integral part of Master of Art in Education. The course code is DMAE 203 Semester 2nd. The objectives of Block 1 are: the very first objective of this course to understand the meaning of teacher education. Explain the meaning and the definition of teacher education specifically. To illustrate the different features of teacher education. To state the meaning of teacher education at various levels. And what are the labels? The elementary level, the secondary level, and the higher level. And to analysis the value of studying teacher education in post-independence. So first of all, there are so many things, but in the present lecture, I will sum up in all in one. In India, here is the first of all, I will discuss from where this concept of teacher education has come into India. In India, it has a unique history influenced by its cultural and educational traditions. The concept of teacher education in India has undergone significant transformation over centuries, shaped by its cultural heritage, colonial influence, and post-independence reformers. Here are some points which can overview it. The very first point is ancient and medieval period. When we talk about the ancient India, here is the one thing that comes into my mind, and this is Gurukul system. In ancient India, education was imparted through the Gurukul system. Gurukuls were residential schools where students lived with their teachers and learned various subjects. Not only learning, but also learning by doing. They do every and each daily basis duty in Gurukul also. They learn various subjects like sculpture, mathematics, science, arts, etc. The system emphasizes a close and personal relationship between the teacher and the student, fostering not just academic learning but also moral and spiritual development. In the present time situation, here are some Gurukul which is doing such type of thing in the same manner. Now the next is Buddhist education and monasteries. When we talk about the Buddhist education and Jain monasteries, it will be very wrong if you are not taking the renowned university named Takshila and Nalanda University. With the rise of Buddhism and Jainism, educational centers like Nalanda, Takshila, and Bikramshila gained prominence. These monasteries, monastery means Bihar, become renowned for their academic rigor, attracting students from all over Asia. The students were not only from India, also from the other countries from Asia itself. Teachers in these institutions were reviewed and revered scholars who played a critical role in knowledge dissemination and preservation. Nalanda University, it was the very first university opened in India. And all over the world, it was famous for its culture and knowledge. Now the next thing is British influence. British colonial period brought profound changes into the Indian education system. The introduction of Western style schools and colleges were necessitated the formal training of teachers to meet new educational demands. There were the educational demands with the new teacher training centers. They were the missionaries The church's school. Now the next is establishment of normal schools. The first teacher training institute in India, that was a Madras Normal School, was established in 1856, and that was also the part of British government. This was followed by the establishment of other normal schools and teacher training colleges aimed at producing trained teachers for the expanding network of English medium schools. British government contributed a lot in this type of school. These institutions laid the foundation for a more structural approach to train the teachers. Teacher education in India was really started from the side of British government in the normal schools. Now I will talk about the post-independence period. When we talk about the post-independence period, the real work of teacher education was started. After independence in 1947, India prioritized reforming its education system to better suit the needs of a newly sovereign nation. Several commissions were set up to address various aspects of education, including teachers training schools also. So here are some points by which you can count it. The very first point is University Education Commission, and that was come in 1948 to 1949. It was headed Dr. Radhakrishnan. Commission emphasized the importance of higher education and the need of well-trained teachers in India, and how the demand of teachers training schools can be completed. Now the second is Secondary School Education Commission 1950 to 1953. This commission focused on improving secondary education and highlighted the need for specialized teacher training. Education Commission 1964 to 66. The commission has came in 1964 to 66, also known as Kothari Commission. It stressed the need for comprehensive system of teacher education to ensure the quality of education at all levels. Now we will come on the next thing and the most important thing, and this was the National Policy on Education 1986. National Policy of Education 1986 marked a significant milestone in the evolution of teacher education in India. That is very important. It underscored the crucial role of teachers in education system and called for the reformation in teacher training programs to improve the quality and the relevance of them. The policy led to the establishment of the National Council for Teacher Education, that means NCTE, in 1993 as a body responsible for regulating and maintaining standard in teacher education. Now I can come on the contemporary period. So in the contemporary period, there are so many programs which are playing various role in teacher training programs. So the very first thing is Bachelor of Education, that means B.Ed. That is a popular program for aspiring teachers typically pursued after completing a bachelor degree in any discipline. Now the next is DLED, Diploma in Elementary Education, focuses on training teachers for elementary education. And what is elementary education? That will come in from grade 1 to 8. Master of Education, AMET, an advanced program for those seeking specialized knowledge in education and research. Now here are some regular bodies for the quality assurance. The NCTE play a very vital role in regulating teachers' training programs to ensure that institutions adhere to prescribed standards and norms. Additionally, the Right to Education Act 2009 emphasized the need for qualified teachers, further strengthening the framework for teacher education. Teacher education in India has transitioned from traditional gurukuls to the modern schools. It is a very structural and regulated system. Ancient system emphasized holistic development while the colonial period introduced formal training structure and post-independence reform guided by various commissions and policies. And it have continuously improved by the passes of time. Today, with the oversight of bodies like the NCTE, India strives to maintain high standard in teacher training programs, reflecting its evolving educational needs and global trends. Now, I will discuss what is teacher education and what are the things that can include in teacher education. Earlier, we have discussed from where this concept has come. Now, I will discuss the whole concept of teacher education present in India in the present situation. Teacher education refers to the structured program and process through which individuals are prepared to become professional educators. It encompasses both the initial training of aspiring teachers and the ongoing professional development of current educators. In this unit, we begin a journey to delve into the core of teacher education, examining its objectives, breaking down its elements, and grasping the knowledge, skills, attitudes, and values essential for effectively promoting learning and nurturing student growth. Teacher education, often seen as a fundamental thing to educational success, involves much more than simply learning teacher techniques or classroom management strategies. It is a dynamic process that includes passing on education philosophies, values, and effective practices from one generation of teachers to the next. Teacher education shapes teaching approaches, influences instructional views, and empowers them to handle the complexities of diverse classroom with confidence and purpose. Just as the education do, just as the education shape the society, teacher education is the foundation of effective learning, effective teaching, offering a base for reflective practices, ongoing professional development, and a dedication to promoting students' growth and achievement. When I talk about more, I will say initial teacher education typically includes a blend of theoretical coursework, practical experiences, and what is it? Here are so many subjects, and this subject which I am telling you, this is also the part of teacher education. And the practical, like you are going for the internship program in B.Ed or M.Ed, so this will be the practical experiences during the ongoing course. Theoretical components cover areas such as pedagogy, curriculum development, educational psychology, and subject specific knowledge. Subject specific knowledge means your major subject, like maths, it can be English, it can be history, it can be anything, whatever you are having as a specific knowledge. Practical components often involves supervised teaching practices in real classroom setting, like you are going for the internship, and this is the real classroom setting where the trainees apply for learning and develop classroom management skills. Ongoing courses, you are going for the internship program, and you can see how can we develop the classroom management skill in the real-time situation. Ongoing professional development is also crucial for them to stay current with educational research, emerging technologies, and innovative teaching methodologies. If you are pursuing to be a good teacher, you must be updated. You must be updated with the research. You must be updated with the new technology and innovative ideas which are coming in teaching. And what are they? They are blended learning, they are M-learning, they are online courses, they are smart board, etc. This continuous learning helps teachers to adapt the changing educational landscape and to address the diverse need of students. When I talk about the diverse need, it is inclusive education. What is inclusive education? Inclusive education is such a type of education which is given from the side of the teachers to the students with that diverse need. Because like in your hand, there are 5 fingers and no finger is the same. In the same way, in the classroom, there is no similarity. Every student is different from each. They are having their different difficulties, learning difficulty. They are having their different disabilities and different qualities also. So, it is the main duty of a teacher to sum up on a one platform under a roof to teach them. So, this will come in inclusive education. Teacher education programs aim to create reflective persons who can critically analyze their teaching practices and make informed decisions to improve students' outcome. Effective teaching education is pivotal for the quality of education system. As well prepared teachers are essential for fostering student engagement, achievement, and lifelong learning. When you are a teacher, that means, doesn't it, that your learning has been finished? If you are a teacher, so from the first bed to the last bed, your learning is ongoing process. You are a learner. You learn more and more things on the passes of time, by the passes of time, on each and every moment, you learn new things. So you are not completed your things. You are doing things continuously. So you are a learner. And lifelong learning is going on. By this unit, we deeply examine the essence, the characteristics, and the principles of teacher education and its underlying philosophies. We will explore interconnections that unite them and the profound impacts they have on shaping educational outcomes. By unraveling the complexities of these disciplines, we aim to gain a deeper understanding of the foundational principles that influence effective teaching practices and enhance students' engagement, achievement, and lifelong learning. It said, if there is a thing, there will be a way. And there will be a way. So, here are some hindrances also. Teacher education in India faces several challenges that impact the quality of effectiveness of teacher preparation programs. And here are some. The very first thing is quality and standard. Ensuring consistent quality across teacher education institutions is a significant challenge. While top universities and colleges maintain high standard, many smaller or private institutions often fall short. This thing affects the overall competency of teacher education system. Now the next is urban-rural divide. When we talk about India, there are two parts, and one is rural and second is urban. There is a notable difference in the quality of teacher education between urban and rural areas. Rural teaching training institutions often lack adequate resources, infrastructure, and qualified faculty, leading to a gap in teacher preparations and effectiveness. Now the next is outdated curriculum. This is a time of change, so curriculum should be changed. Many teacher training programs still rely on outdated curriculum that do not reflect modern pedagogical practices or the need of contemporary classroom. Updating and standardizing the curriculum to include new teaching methods, technology integration and inclusive practices as well. It is very needed and necessary. Now the next is practical training. Practical experiences is must. The gap between theoretical knowledge and practical application is a persistent issue. Teacher education programs often lack sufficient practical training components such as internship, classroom experiences, which are essential to develop effective teaching skills. Technological integration. With the rapid advancement of technology, there is a pressing need to incorporate digital literacy and technology integration into teacher education. Now, here are some colleges and here are some schools also, which are very far from the technology. Many programs are slow to adopt these changes, leaving new teachers unprepared for tech-driven classroom. Continuous professional development. Ongoing professional development opportunities for in-service teachers are limited. Continuous learning is vital for them to stay updated with new teaching strategies, educational research, and policy changes. But when you have got the job, your work has been finished at that time. They are thinking like that. Regulatory oversight. With the National Council for Teacher Education set standard ensuring compliance across thousands of institutions is changing. Effective monitoring and evaluation mechanisms are needed to enforce these standards consistently. Now the next is teacher motivation and retention. Low salaries, limited career advancement opportunities, and challenging working conditions can demotivate teachers and lead to high attrition rate. Attracting and retaining talented individuals in the teacher profession remain a significant concern. Now the next is inclusive education. We have already discussed what is inclusive education and why it is important in the present time situation. In the society, here are so many persons who are facing challenges with their children. They are not so much furnished, they are not so much financially stable to teach, to bring their children in the special school. So it is the duty of the government to provide inclusive education in the normal schools for them. Preparing teachers to handle diverse classroom, including students with special need, is another challenge. Teacher education programs need to emphasize inclusive education practices to ensure all them receive quality education under a roof with the normal children also. Language barriers. India's linguistic diversity presents a unique challenge in teacher education. Training teachers to effectively teach in multiple languages and address the language needs of diverse student population is essential. India is a diversity and each area has its own particular language. If you are teaching, you must be updated with other language also. Addressing these challenges requires comprehensive reformation, increased investment in teacher education, and a commitment to continuous improvement to ensure that teachers are well prepared to meet the evolving needs of India's education. I have discussed so many things, so many challenges that are coming in teacher education. Now I will tell you how can we remove these challenges? How can we face these challenges in a well-being manner? So addressing the challenges in teacher education in India requires a multiple approaches evolving policy changes, investment and innovative practices. Here are some things to overcome these challenges. So the very first I have already talked, quality and standard. How can we improve the quality and the standard of it? So enhance the role of the National Council of Teacher Education NCTE in accrediting and monitoring teaching education institution to ensure regular assessment and strict adherence to quality standard. Now we can provide standard curriculum. The development of standard and dynamic curriculum that is regularly updated to include modern pedagogical practices, technology integration and current educational research. If I talk about urban and rural dividation, so here are some points. The very first is resources allocation. Allocate more resources to rural teacher education institutions to improve infrastructure, access to technology and availability of qualified faculty. And the incentive for the rural services, we can provide it. Provide incentives such as higher pay, better housing and career advancement opportunities for teachers willing to work in rural areas. And if I talk about the outdated curriculum, so I'm having the two things by whom we can remove this thing. So the very first is curriculum revision. We can revise the curriculum. For the engagement, we can call educational expert, practicing teachers and policy makers to revise and update the curriculum regularly. After 2-3 years, we can do it. Integration of new pedagogies, including contemporary teaching methodologies such as experiential learning, project-based learning and critical thinking in the curriculum. We can include it and this will be beneficial for us. Now the next is practical training, extended internship, and that is the most important part of any teacher education program. Implementation is mandatory. Extended internship and practical training periods for the pre-service teachers in diverse classroom setting is the most essential part of it. And it should be there. Mentorship programs. Establishment of mentorship programs where the experienced teachers guide and support new teachers during these training programs. Now the next was technological integration. That was the main challenge. So I'm here with new two things by which we can meet it. So the very first thing is digital literacy. Incorporate digital literacy and the use of educational technology into teacher training programs. We can remove it. Access to technology. Ensure all teacher education institutions have access to modern technological tools and resources to meet this challenge. Next is continuous professional development. When we talk about the professional development, it is necessary, it should be continuous. Professional development programs like seminars, workshops, online courses, refresher course, action research should be there. After regular mandatory professional development programs for in-service teachers is to keep them updated with new strategies and research. They will be current and updated with new things which are coming in teaching. Now the next is online learning platform. You should utilize online learning platforms for continuous education and professional development opportunities. They can be MOOC, they can be NPTEL, they can be any other resources. Now the next was regulatory oversight. So here are two things by which we can meet it. Effective monitoring. Develop a robust system for monitoring teacher educational institutions, including regular inspections and assessment by independent bodies should be there, so that they can be updated and current and aware. Now the next is feedback mechanism. Create mechanism for the feedback from students and educators to identify and address issues promptly. Feedback system is a very good system by which we can aware our weaknesses and our good things. How can we improve ourselves? That can come from the feedback. Teacher motivation and retention. How can we do it? So here are two things by which we can meet this challenge. So the very first is improvement in salaries and benefits. Increase teachers' salaries and provide comprehensive benefits to attract and retain talented individuals in the teaching profession. It is a very needed point. Career advancement, establishment, career advancement pathway and the opportunities for the teachers to progress in their careers. Now, the next is inclusive education. I have already told you why inclusive education is necessary. So, I am providing the two things by which we can meet this challenge. So, the very first is specialized training. Include specialized training in inclusive education practices in teacher training programs to equip teachers to handle diverse classroom. Now, the next is support services. Provide additional support services such as special educators and counselors to assist them in managing inclusive classroom. I know this will be difficult for us, but if it is in practice, it can be easy. Now the last not the least, language barriers. Multilingual educational training. To train the teachers in multilingual educational techniques to address the diverse linguistic need of time. India is having diversity in language also. So, we should provide multilingual training for the teachers. Regional language resources. Develop and distribute educational resources in various regional languages to support them. So these were the points by which we can meet the challenges I have already discussed with you, and they are coming into the path of teacher education. We should provide these things to them and we can meet these challenges in a very good way. If you are implementing these strategies, you should require a concerted efforts from government bodies, educational institutions and the community to create a supportive environment for the teacher education and development. Okay, I am concluding my ideas in the present video. To addressing the challenges in teacher education in India is essential for creating a robust and effective educational system, ensuring quality and consistency across institutions, bridging the urban-rural divide, updating curriculum, and integrating technology are critical steps, but they are very necessary. Practical training and continuous professional development for teachers are necessary to bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge and classroom application. Regulatory oversight must be strengthened to enforce standard and maintain quality across the board. Here are some things also. Incentive for rural services, improved salaries and career advancement opportunities can attract and retain talented individuals in the teaching profession. Inclusive education practices need to be emphasized to cater to diverse student needs, and multilingual education techniques must be incorporated to address linguistic diversity. Ultimately, collaboration efforts involving government bodies, educational institutions, and the community is required to implement these strategies effectively in teacher training programs in India. By investing in teacher education and addressing these challenges, India can ensure that its teachers are well prepared to meet the evolving needs of students and contribute to the overall improvement of the education system. This will not only enhance the quality of education but also foster a more equitable and inclusive learning environment for all the students. I must say, if these challenges can be met by these solutions which I have given, the teacher education system in India can be improved in a well-being manner. Thank you.